It'll be 1 to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Jeff Gluck from NASCAR Scene. Both of you, I think, have criticized the car earlier in the season and had hoped for changes. Robin Pemberton said on Monday that there are not going to be any changes to the car next year. Are you guys okay with that? Having it how it is going forward next year, and also Dale Jr., are you at Texas?
Am I Texas A&M fan? No. I had his shirt sent to me, and it was raining today, so it was the first hoodie I grabbed out of the closet. But I don't pull against them. I think that the car is definitely still a work in progress. I think me and Greg both agree that the car is not a finished product. Whenever they decide to make moves, whenever they decide to move forward and evolve and let the car change and become a better race car, then we'll be ready to do that. But until then, we really don't have a choice in the matter.
I agree 100% with Junior on that. Is just as we talked about the racetrack here in new facilities or new racetracks or changing dates. I think everything stands a chance for improvement. You can improve just about anything you do, and when NASCAR deems it time or necessary, I'm sure that there are small things that we can do or work on doing to the car to try and enhance it handling wise, or whatever the case might be. But I think it's a fair statement to say you can improve anything, but I think it's a good starting platform. I think it's a good platform now, but certainly we would like NASCAR to let us move the bodies around and do all kinds of things, and that's why they created this car. So I think we'd welcome any opportunity to work with them on making whatever kind of changes they felt like necessary. And I think they might learn some from the nationwide car, switching it to COT. If they spend enough time there, they might learn some things about that car that may, once that car's they bring it in and gets established, possibly they might bring some of those features over to this car. That's just a guess.
Gary, Nate, Claire, Chuck.
Greg, knowing that you need help to move up in points and everything, when you have your situation at Talladega, you get caught up in it, and somebody like Jimmy squeezes through unscathed and stays on top, you start to think, man, what is it going to take to catch him? I mean, you just start wondering whether a guy's just charmed.
Yeah, I mean, it's that one show on TV, Karma. My name is Earl, or whatever it is. I don't know. It's just you living right, I mean, Jimmy didn't make it through that wreck because of his skill. I mean, he made it through that wreck because he was at the right place at the right time, and made the right decisions, turned the wheel the right way. And not saying he just went through there blindfolded. I mean, certainly he had to maneuver around the cars, but it had been easy for somebody to come off the wall and clip him, but he made it through. And that's just luck of the draw. I wasn't going to make it through because I was the one that got hit in the rear bumper and turned around. So I pretty much didn't stand a chance of getting through that crash, because I think I was the one that was involved in starting it. So, but I mean, that could go the other way very easily. Something happened to Carl last week, and that something can happen to any one of us at any time. And not saying something has to happen to Jimmy for us to catch him, but it's 86 points, and we're just going to have to finish in front of him, obviously, to be able to catch him. So we'll just continue to try not to make mistakes on the racetrack, which, knock on wood, I've been able to do so far. I haven't made any mistakes, so just keep after it. Hopefully our tides will turn, and maybe it'll be come in our favor.
Greg, assuming qualifying gets rained out, you're going to start third at a track where you haven't started in the top 5 before. You only have one top 10 finish, and you're going to get third pit selection at a track where Jeff Gordon says there's only 3 good pit stalls. So are you going to be catching a break here with qualifying getting rained out?
Yeah, I need to go find Jeff, find out where those 3 are. Because I sure as heck don't know where the 3 good pit stalls are. But, yeah, I think that I was standing in the back of the room when they asked him what he thought about qualifying getting rained out. And I'm sure he was thinking that he didn't want to see that happen, provided that we were going to get the start up front. And Carl, I don't think, has qualified real well here either, so we're all going to get the start in front of him. But it is certainly going to help us. I'm not going to lie to you. Last week, I felt like we may have been able to qualify better than third. You know, I think we had a really good car. So, although it wouldn't have been much better, I had a couple spots to go. But it's certainly, no doubt, going to help us. But there again, I don't know how we would have turned out here qualifying. We'll find out tomorrow on how good our car's running. But there's no doubt it's going to help me here.
Claire B. Lang, XM Satellite Radio. Whenever it rains out qualifying, we get 100 calls from people who are trying to digest, this is fans, how qualifying could be better or more fair in the chase. If you can't count on rain, but on the other hand, is there a better way to do it? I'd like to ask each of you, is there a fairer way in your mind at all for qualifying to be run during the chase?
I think it's just fine how it is. You can't do anything about the weather, and the current system seems to work perfectly.
I mean, I don't know what else you could do. People try and make more of it than there is. I mean, if you plan an outdoor activity and it rains, there's just unfortunately nothing you can do about it. And the schedule that we have, there's other people here racing besides us, and the Craftsman Truck Series needs to get on the track just as well as we do. So I don't know what you could do differently, and we certainly can't start the race without having any practice. So, we got to have at least an hour minimum of practice in order to qualify. And then, you take qualifying, there just doesn't leave any time for race practice. So, I mean, I think it's unfortunate, but I don't know of any other solution.
All right, we'll take one more question from Chuck.
Yeah, hi guys. Chuck Gibbler. I'm with the Express Times and the Newhouse newspapers. I'm famous for beating a dead horse, so let me go back to the short track thing again. Headline story in USA Today about baseball ticket sales are off because of the economy, and I think we're seeing it in other areas. There was no mention in NASCAR, but I think we see empty seats. And I know that you and myself, we're not financial experts, but the guys that are sure as hell ain't doing much about it. Do you think maybe short track racing might be the saving grace if the economy goes down, because you will have people still come to these short track races? They have such a rabid fan base, and that might be the place where might even be the savior for a period of time.
The local track stuff?
And the short tracks, and the NASCAR short tracks.
I don't know. I don't think with the economy's in a dire situation. It's pretty severe, and only possibly, the good chance is it's going to continue to get worse, and I don't see how it cannot affect every corner and every piece of the puzzle. Even everyone who drags a race car to the track knows you don't do it to make money, and you do it if you're lucky. You break even doing it, and so I see it as a severe issue for all of us. As drivers, as owners, every person walking in the garage really needs to have a great understanding of what their position is and a plan of action, I guess, should we see the situation get even worse, which I think it possibly could. And so it doesn't look like there's any relief anytime soon. So I think, it's difficult to say that the short tracks would be affected any less or any differently than any other part of the sport.